Holy moly, things just went absolutely wild overnight, last night into this morning. And it seems that, and unfortunately for this potential grifter, the news story just went wild on a Wednesday, which means it's going to run Thursday, all of Wednesday, all of Thursday, all of Friday, before people probably finally move on. We have a new article that absolutely blows the lid off of her history and turns out some other shocking stuff, which I'm going to cover. We got a couple of videos on this, and then I'm going to cover like actual other news, but it's time to bring this one home. And last night, it became apparent that Elon Musk had unfollowed Eliza Bleu. Now, we don't know exactly what point this happened. It could be related to this. It could not. He does follow and unfollow people pretty regularly. And so, you know, I don't really know if it's related, but certainly could be, especially given all the noise around this, not just, you know, this week, but in the past month, and some new Twitter scrambling to cover up another video. By the way, I want to shout out all the creators who have been on top of this, all of the citizen journalists on Twitter who have been finding clips. Certainly, you know, my Twitter Files thread has been viewed like 1 million times or more. And all of that research came from, you know, citizen journalists out there. People putting together videos, people putting together timelines long before I did. And I couldn't have done it without them. You know, YouTubers like that Star Wars girl has been on this. Yellow Flash has been on this. Brittany Venti really was the spark plug in all of this. So I don't want to like let Brittany, you know, hang out there to dry. She still does not have access to her account as far as I know. And that's not okay. So this video and many other videos like it show Eliza Bleu advocating for, well, the kids and, you know, young ones and adults, you know, meeting in the sheets. And some of it is a little raw. I think pretty much everyone could handle this though. And if you can, make sure you leave a like on this video, you share it, because this is another video that seems to be getting people suspended from Twitter. I covered it on a stream last night, but here is Ryan Lawrence bringing forth, writing, "I'm completely shocked to discover Eliza and Thaddeus." I don't know who these people are. You know, again, I don't know who these people are, but what I care about is what is said here. Listen to this.
Certainly.
So let's pretend like we all have our like utopia. So if
Our utopia, right?
I could answer this in utopia, right?
This is essentially a conversation about what age you should be to be able to, you know, agree to bedroom activities.
Am I like, you know, perfect ANCAP utopia? Each community, and each, so it'd be each caregiver, parent, and community, including teachers, potential faith leaders, and neighbors, will decide if the child is ready to consent.
What? What? That sounds like a weird operation where you're like, okay, here's a little kid, you're ready. Here you go, old creepy guy.
And look at the child's behavior. Do they have a job? How is their education going? Are they cognitively available to have sex with this individual? And then also look at the history of the individual as well. So does this individual have a history of abuse?
Yep.
And then you go from there.
What? This sounds like she's talking about pimping out kids. I mean, what? What? And like the stuff that's in this has made people actually go like, whoa. I saw even Adam Krigler, who people were giving a lot of the business to for kind of staying on the sidelines of this. This person who is called literally Heather, that's funny. In case anyone wants to pretend that this video clip was taken out of context, Thaddeus went on to provide context. between this and accepting money from, I don't know, any of these guys' personal drama. It's not important to me, at least right now. So it's in context. It's really no question, you know, Eliza Bleu, old enough. Yeah. If there's grass on the field, play ball, right? You know, it's weird. And why is Twitter taking this stuff down? And by the way, there are many other videos like this. This one shared by Odin's Men says this. I don't know if this is the same interview. It could be just with her zoomed in. But this says, Odin's Men says, help me understand how this has not gone crazy on Twitter. I have 15 minutes of this.
And do I feel that some minors are more equipped to engage in sexual activity with adults than others? Yes. And
What? And by the way, like, I got, you know, if a 12-year-old has desired Jesus, I mean, like, again, a lot of times people so this person also put, so this community decides when the 12-year-old can hook up with a 40-year-old.
each community.
Oh, this is a clip from that video.
So I think that the community and the child, if the child so desires to have intercourse with an adult, the parents, caregivers, and anyone that's, I mean, it's just what I just said. That would be up to if the child has desire, and if the community also decides that the person that they're supposed to have intercourse with is not using force, fraud, coercion.
What? Literally what? Thanks to Odin's Men, men underscore Odin's for bringing that up. You know, again, do people, you know, does this kind of stuff go on? Sure, fine, maybe. You know, also, there are certain, you know, oftentimes when somebody has something bad happen to them when they're young, okay, they go on to then, you know, it has an effect on their life. You know, certainly having your quote unquote community leaders decide that you're ready. It sounds like some weird, like, you know, the like arranged marriages. Well, the community says you're cool, so, you know, go ahead. Then, of course, this clip surfaced. I talked about this on a live stream last night. This clip put up by at Fair and Balanced. This was during a podcast where it was Kitty Perzog. Actually, her real name it's at Kitty Perzog. It's Katie Herzog. She runs a podcast called Blocked and Reported. She had reached out to ask about Twitter, ask about also her past. And this woman, I don't know who this is, but I've never seen this level of instant panic in my life and aggressive, combative interviewing. This clip is like 2 minutes long. I'll try to kind of skip through it, but I want to let the context speak for itself. Because again, I get, not demanding somebody relive for everyone who wants to know the worst moments of their life. Okay, I understand that. However, it was, first of all, communicated up front that this interviewer wanted to talk about it, and she took the interview anyway. It's second of all, a little more important when your entire grift is being a survivor, right? Give me money because I'm a survivor and I'm going to help other survivors. Okay. Follow me on Twitter. Give me 100,000, 120,000 followers in December because I'm a survivor and I'm out here helping survivors. So unfortunately, you don't necessarily get to say, well, I don't ever want to talk about it anymore. because you are now profiting off its very existence. And in a video, we've got 2 other videos on this today breaking down an absolute crazy expose. But just listen to this.
I mean, I don't know if I mean, for me to tell my story at length is going to take a while.
I don't even need that.
Answer questions about my story is going to take a while.
So I know the basics of your story because I've listened to your podcast.
Right. So I'm trying to figure out exactly what the question is.
Well, I can ask you the questions.
I didn't agree to this. All I agreed to was answering a few questions about Twitter.
Well, okay, sure. That's totally fine. But can I ask you the questions or email you the questions and you can decide if you want to answer or not?
I mean, did you ask Amanda in advance to do that?
No, I told her that I wanted to ask you about the Twitter stuff and about your own story.
Okay, so you deceived Amanda, didn't tell her everything you wanted to ask me, and then you got a survivor on the phone and started asking her about her personal trauma.
No, that's not what happened. I said,
Katie, I think we're probably going to be done here.
Wow. And then it turns out, like, in the rest of this audio, and she's, of course, again, you are getting followers on Twitter based on the fact that you've claimed you're a survivor, which we now find out is very, I can't wait to do this next video. By the way, if you're enjoying the coverage, please do leave a like on it. And if you haven't yet, please do subscribe down below wherever you're watching. It absolutely helps immensely. Certainly YouTube is not pushing this out. We already see what Twitter's doing in coverage of it. But Katie Herzog absolutely did ask, and you'll see here.
Please, the next time you want to speak to a survivor about their trauma and bring up their own past.
I literally asked her. I'm going to read you. I'm going to read you. I'll read you the message that I sent her.
Please be honest in advance,
I won't.
Because there are times when I feel cool about talking about it, and there's other times when I don't.
I'll read you the message that I sent it to her. You're not listening to me.
I was totally comfortable talking about Twitter. If you were going to ask me about my own traumatizing story, I would have appreciated a little bit of a heads up. And you know what? I think you're a cool person. I always have. And I know you're cool with Tim Dillon. And
oh, the Clout Goblin knows she knows Tim Dillon. Num, 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 num.
I would have appreciated a little bit more respect just off.
You're not listening to me. Here's what I said to her. I said, I'm interested in the Twitter changes as well as her history as a survivor. That is what I told her.
Okay, then I'm going to speak to her about that because she messed up and didn't tell me what's up.
Okay, well,
I apologize for blooping out on you. She should have told me that. I'm going to go get in her ass. So
can I ask you the questions?
I'm not cool with it. It's been a long few days, and honestly, I don't feel like rehashing my whole own trauma.
Clout Goblin. Yeah. Why be so combative? Why get so angry? Again, it's your brand. I get like somebody that you work with or sitting at a bus stop who maybe you know something bad happened to them when they were young, and you're like, hey, let's talk about it. And they're like, yo, I don't know you. Back off. That I get. This is not that. Do we have a full day of delicious, delicious news. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you leave a like on it, and we'll talk to you again real soon.